Hi guys. I was just thinking about what I was gonna do and stuff, and then I was patting my head. That's how that guy patted my head at the Circle K. I wonder why he did that. If you guys go back in my videos and watch a few of them, I told about the things that happened at the Circle K at 2 o'clock in the morning. Probably in the wrong part of town, if you know what I mean. It was a busy place, 2 o'clock in the morning, the Circle K. All lit up and busy with people all over the place. But you know, that's usually when the bar closes. This is a tourist area. You know, anyway, you're out doing things. You're not staying home in bed and stuff. So that's usually the time they're shutting down and kicking you out at about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's better to listen to it, the story that I was just going to tell you about an angel, because he was. But you don't picture being an angel. That man gave me $40. $40. Put it in my hand. Patted me on the head. I asked, why are you giving me this money? I didn't know how much it was. It was just money put in my hand. He said, you told me to give it to you. Well, I did not. But I got a feeling the Spirit did. Between him and another guy, I collected $60 that I didn't ask for. Let's hope for God knew I needed it. It was our first night. We left really late. This is on that trip, bringing my car across country. So I'm not sure. I'm saying around 2, but it could have even been 3 before we got out of there. Nevertheless, we drove until 2 o'clock in the morning. And they don't have, this car doesn't have that big of a tank for gas. And I didn't have room for any extra. Or I would have, I think it's a good idea to have gas in the trunk if you're going on a trip, people. Give yourself a little extra space, because gas stations are few and far between sometimes. Anyway, so the point is, I'm telling you, we're out of gas. We're at that part where it's going up and down, saying, you're empty, you're empty. And we had not secured a reservation anywhere. And I had no idea how much it was going to cost. It was the weekend. I'm pretty sure it must have been Friday night. So it was the weekend, and it was in a tourist area. So no rooms. I mean, and there was a couple of rooms, okay? One was $212. I felt and then I went to a different one. We went to a different one, and it was the same situation. One of them only had one room, and I don't know about the other guy. He was a little loop-de-loo, I think. But nevertheless, I was loop-de-loo, because no way could I be paying that kind of money. So this is like where we got off the freeway, where there was, must have been where there was gas. So we went to the Circle K for gas. 2 o'clock in the morning. Tripping. My sister was kind of freaking out. She was in the car. I got out to go pay for gas. And I'm chit-chatting with everybody and giving out my card. Saying, visit my channel, man, you know. And also share me. If you if you see something you like, going through my papers especially, I did make a list. If you go down in my post and you scroll back far enough, there's a white piece of paper with writing on it, which is titles of some of my papers. So if you put the title on there and then you put on Lou's Touch, it should come up, okay? Plus, that's one of the reasons I always put the date out there. I try to put the date on the video so it's easier to find. So you could just put a date, but you have to put it the way I do. And these days I use the numbers. Like in August, 8/ and that's one of those diagonal things. Probably for you guys it would be the other way. Anyway, what would it be? Like a / most likely is what it is, but I don't see it. That's on that keyboard and it does not matter. Yeah, it is. It's a / It's right there. I had seen backward slash and it kind of threw me for a loop, but it was up there a ways. Anyway, I have a keyboard even though I can't use it. And maybe if I had it plugged in all the time, it would work. But I just use the keyboard that's on the screen. So yes, it's Lou. Mary Lou. You know, on the East Coast, that name is pretty prominent, or in my day, for when I was born, I guess. Mary Lou, Bobby Sue, Betty Joe. And I was in North Carolina, so that stands to reason. And then my mom and dad, their names, it was a combination. My mother, it was Mary, and my dad was Lewis, so Mary Lou. Never did like that name. And I'm not sure that I do now. But it's okay. I decided to not worry about that. And I didn't have to worry about that. I was just always called Lou. Or Lulu. I didn't like Lulu. But my brother, his whole family calls me Lulu. So I just decided to get over it. Anyway, my eyes look all puffy. It's really weird. I know I went to bed at a decent hour. When I got up and went potty because I woke up, I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go potty so I can not have to worry about it so bad in the morning, you know. Like when you wait all night, it's a little uncomfortable. Anyway, I slept really late. But see, the other day, not just the other day, there were 2 days. One day I really didn't get any sleep at all. And then the next day I might have got some, but not like I should. Not sufficient. And if they're saying 8 hours, I don't know how I can get 8 hours. However, boy, today I sure slept. So it's probably making up. They say you can't make up for lost sleep. But maybe you can. I don't know. But usually people don't have a chance because life goes on, you know. Life goes on without you. The person needs to remember that. So you have to make good use of your time. Or you should. We'll just say you should. You do get a new lease on life when you know that there isn't a set time, I don't think. And I do know that miracles happen to save your life. And there's usually for a reason, people. There's something you're supposed to do. I have something I'm supposed to do. So I took it seriously because it's kind of late in the game. The game of life. My life. Miracles do happen though. And I'm looking for that. And I'm thinking that that might be happening. So I do have to do my part, which means I need to rest, I need to sleep, I need to eat, I need to get up and move around. All those things that, you take for granted when you're younger and you're doing it. You have to do it. I mean, my goodness, the muscles that it took to do my job at Pizza Hut. I delivered pizza for 7 years, and sometimes 2 shifts a day. And one day, in one day, I did 52 deliveries. There's a lot involved in doing a delivery. A lot of lifting, a lot of organizing, a lot of this and that and the other thing, routing yourself around to do it the easiest. When you're the only driver on the lunch hour rush, only driver, not cool. Pizza Hut, if they do delivery, probably usually always needs another person. So it's a good place to go apply for a job. So for that, I can't do that anymore. My legs are kind of weak. Back then, man, you figure it out. Pizza Hut deliveries sometimes included pop, and they included several pizzas because of it being a good deal, or it being a party, or whatever. So you're trying to take all those things to the door. And then, or if you're going to a school, then you got to go inside the dadgum school. It's a long ways away from where you park in the first place. Nevertheless, I'm getting carried away on a subject that isn't important. I don't know why I did that. Just a little tangent. It's probably not a word, is it? Tangent. Since I use it, I ought to know what it is. Tangent. Okay, well, what it's saying is going off on a completely different train of thought. And I do that a lot, but that's not the way I was using it. And the other one is a straight line or plane that touches a curve or curved surface at a point, but if extended, does not cross it at that point. This one says a completely different line of thought or action. He quickly went off on a tangent about wrestling. Adjective. So that's the two meanings. Okay, one is geometry, because it shows a triangle. Well, it did. There it is. So it's kind of weird. Like a curve inside that triangle, but it doesn't cross over. A line touching circles or an ellipse at only 1 point. I don't know what the heck that means. Doesn't matter. Oh, I do that. Go up on separate trains of thought all the time. And it makes it hard for the person who's trying to understand me. I can see that it would be really frustrating. I'm gonna take these off. I gotta go to the eye doctor, and then I need to find some better glasses. I want to find something cute. I like Benjamin Franklin glasses, similar to his. I would also say John Lennon glasses, but the round circles cover the nose. Doesn't take away from the face. I do have these poopies that I need to work on. They're saying it has something to do with some kind of drainage. It almost seems like they said lymph. I've been seeing things about that lately. Lymph. Anyway, it helps to drain liquid that's getting caught. Makes your face poopy. They've even got these things you can use, you know, like a blade of some sort, not a real blade, but you know, like plastic, but a straight edge that you can just move up your jawline, move up your cheek line, your forehead. I think that I need it. So and they might even have them at the Dollar Tree. They had some weird looking things at the Dollar Tree, and I didn't know what they were, but I bet that's what they are. And then they've got a roller. It's like a little piece of marble, okay? Not a marble like as in you shoot marbles, but a piece of something made out of marble, okay? So it's a roller, and it kind of, it's not real big, but it's a nice roller that you could use, and you can use under here. Get the blood flowing, move the liquids around and stuff. Maybe it might be a good thing, you know. They've got all kinds of things you can look at online, but I do need to work on that. Okay, so I thought I would get on here and do a video, but I didn't have a plan, as in usual. Par usual. And I haven't been taking those either. Maybe I did. Maybe that's what that was. I got these other pills. See, the world revolves around pills. The drugstore, man. I should explain why I said that. Because we can be against pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are made from herbs. So then if we go the natural route, the one thing you find out is that the same people putting out the pharmaceuticals are doing this too. Okay, so anyway, this says liver detox, advanced detox and cleanse formula. Milk thistle, dandelion root, turmeric, artichoke leaf, and more. GMO free, that's a good thing, meaning it's not been genetically modified. Soy, it says soy free. Well, I'm kind of hearing soy is good for you too. You just want to be careful how it's grown. Is it organic or not? That's the deal. Because the reason they say GMO free is because a lot of things have been. They've been messed with by the stuff they put on the soil. Anyway, this says vegetarian, soy free, and GMO free. So out of what I just said, I was trying to say if you find soy and it says organic, it's probably good for you. So I think they're just trying to get you to steer away from the stuff they're putting on the soil, because it is going into your food. You know, it gets down into the water system and then the roots pull it up into the food. So it needs to be, if they do put something on the soil, it needs to be something that's non-toxic. You know, like something natural. It's got beetroot in it, and it's got burdock root. I don't know about the burdock root, I don't know what that is, but I know beetroot should be good. And I am all for these supplements, as long as they actually do what they should do. But see, like, I know these things are good. Milk thistle and dandelion root and turmeric. Artichoke leaf, I hadn't heard about any of that. It's got 100 mgs of artichoke leaf powder. Beetroot powder is 50 mgs. Burdock root is 50 mgs. Other ingredients: microcrystalline, I can't hardly read it, cellulose it says. No, cellulose is like a sugar. Modified cellulose capsule, magnesium stearate, and silicone dioxide. As a dietary supplement for adults, take 1 capsule daily. Preferably with a meal, or as directed by a healthcare professional. It says, warning, do not take this product if you are pregnant or nursing, have a medical condition, or taking medications. If you're already taking medications, I laugh at that, because so many are. Avoid this product if you are allergic to ragweed, artichoke, or daisy-like flowers. Discontinue use and consult a health professional if any adverse reactions occur. Do not use if seal or cap is broken or missing. Anyway, serving size is 1 capsule. And it says there's 180 per container. I was taking so many different pills that I decided I didn't want to take so many pills, so I quit taking so many pills. And I did have them split up into 2 different times a day, because I didn't want to take so many pills together. But that's Mary Lou, okay? I just can't imagine all the different things they give you in these pills. And I can remember my mother sticking her mouth open, and you pour in the pills in her mouth. You put them in a cup first, you know, and then she just took them all at the same time. And I wondered how that is. How do they make these things, and how do they react with everything else? But this is a good product, I would say, because of the things that's in it. I'm not sure what its vehicle is, if there is one. Maybe it's pure, all this stuff. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Bronson since 1960. Bronson Nutrition, probably. Dietary supplement, 180 vegetarian capsules. There's 300 mgs of milk thistle seed powder. Dandelion root, there's 100 mgs. And turmeric is 100. Artichoke is 100. Beetroot is 50. And burdock root powder is 50. I need to start making sure I take that. So anyway, that's what I was saying. I'm down to my last morning. I just took today's morning. But I could go ahead and set them out. I had run out of my, what do you call that? These treatments they're giving me, okay? They're stripping away my hormones. They're taking my hormones away from me, which is making me have hot flashes really bad. So I have a hot flash medicine, and I was taking gabapentin for hot flashes, and it worked. But see, gabapentin puts me to sleep. I think it puts everybody to sleep, and I just don't want to feel that way during the day. So I take the gabapentin at night, and then I'm taking something else, which I was taking at night, but I was having really bad hot flashes. Now, yes, take for granted, it is becoming fall already. Oh my God. I mean, the chill is in the air, which I'm enjoying, but I'm just saying, oh my God, because time passes by so fast. Let's see how I got carried away off of something else I forgot. But anyway, the point is I haven't put out my pills. When I do, I'm going to make sure that's in there. And I kind of got a feeling it is in there. I get carried away. So, I get distracted even when I'm not on a live. But I'm not going to do lives probably for a while, because what I do is just kind of like live anyway, and I get distracted. I get distracted. So for now, I'm just going to do what I do, and then you guys can still comment, and I still comment back. Okay. Make sure you subscribe. And it is important to touch that bell, because you might see something from me here and there. Maybe that's good enough for you, but some of you might want to do the all. You touch that bell, and if you do you have a choice, and you can take all my notifications or some of my notifications, or you have a choice. Okay. I don't know. I decided I didn't know what I was going to do today, but I'm going to get on here anyway. And my pills seems to be part of it. So I just got my hot flash medicine. I'm actually taking something for hot flashes. But I'm taking the gabapentin at night while I sleep. Since I have a hard time sleeping anyway, I figured it would help, but it hasn't. But boy, during the day, it's not good to have things that are going to fight against you staying awake. You know what I mean? If you can take it once a day, then you'd be taking that at night. So I have this other medicine I decided to start taking in the daytime, in the morning. And I decided, before that, I decided to just put all my pills together. But I don't think it was working as well. I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe I better take the hot flash medicine in the morning when I get up, so it can work, maybe it works its best in the first part, and then I'll be awake during that time, So I just have to remember to take them is the problem. But it is better, I think, to take, probably take them at separate times. So it's not fighting the heavy dose of whatever else is next to it in the bloodstream. I don't know how that works. And it is amazing. So I have to figure out how to naturally defeat some problems. And I know one would be walking. It's just I have not done it. But actually the weather is better now. Spring and fall, when the weather is conducive, I need to move to a place, if anybody's listening there, I need to move to a place where it's just really nice weather, where it's like spring or fall, not in the scorching heat and not in the freezing cold. I mean, why would anybody do that to themselves anyway? This needs to be pleasant, if possible. Anyway, and see here, I got this vitamin C, but the thing is, everything that's in a pill has got something else in it to make it hold together or something, a binding agent. There's a lot of stuff in here. Some of it I can pronounce. Like I'm down to the very end and it says less than 2% of carnauba wax, magnesium stearate, polyethylene glycol, rose hips, silica, stearic acid. Now the first one up here is ascorbic acid in the ingredients, and that is vitamin C. And you can get that in a powder. I got it in a big container once because I was using it in something we were making. Because I think it might be also, I don't know, I was going to say it might be a preservative, but maybe not. Anyway, too many words for me to try to pronounce. And if it's a weird name, don't you think that's a weird thing? Hydroxypropene. Methyl cellulose, cross-gramulose sodium. Okay, that's enough confusing my brain. I'm not doing that no more. Anyway, that's supposed to be a vitamin C. And see, the thing is, vitamin C itself is really good for you. And if I had that right now, I would probably include that in my drink. Ascorbic acid. I'm probably saying it wrong. Ascorbic acid. So it's ASCORBIC. And see, that's the main ingredient, and then the next thing down is saying microcrystalline cellulose, hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose. Anyway, so I said I wasn't going to do that. It's making me dizzy. You see how I get dizzy? So I'd be trying to read scriptures as way back when. From way back yonder. I'm going to turn on my iPad since I said that. I do need to go get glasses. So far away. Okay. Oh, I'm in ether. I don't know. What did I read to you guys about ether? All these notifications are going to show up now. They're in my way. Okay. And the Lord said unto him, because of thy faith thou hast seen that I shall take upon me flesh and blood. All right, I'm going to, where it's left is where I'm going to start. And I'm not sure exactly where it was to begin with. So it's Ether 3, and I'm going to go back to the verse 7. And the Lord saw that the brother of Jared had fallen to the earth, and the Lord said unto him, Arise, why hast thou fallen? And he saith unto the Lord, I saw the finger of the Lord, and I feared lest he should smite me, for I knew not that the Lord had flesh and blood. And the Lord said unto him, because of thy faith thou hast seen that I shall take upon me flesh and blood, and never has man come before me with such exceeding faith as thou hast. For were it not so, ye could not have seen my finger. Sawest thou more than this? ? And he answered, Nay, Lord, show thyself unto me. And the Lord said unto him, Believest thou the words which I shall speak? Believest thou the words which I shall speak? ? And he answered, Yea, Lord, I know that thou speakest the truth, for thou art a God of truth, and canst not lie. And when he had said these words, behold, the Lord showed himself unto him, and said, Because thou knowest these things, ye are redeemed from the fall. Therefore ye are brought back into my presence. Therefore I show myself unto you. Behold, I am he who was prepared from the foundation of the world to redeem my people. Behold, I am Jesus Christ. I am the Father and the Son. In me shall all mankind have life, and that eternally even they who shall believe on my name, and they shall become my sons and my daughters. That was a pretty heavy-duty verse right there. He says, I am the Father and the Son. There's no mistaking that. Behold, I am he who was prepared from the foundation of the world to redeem my people. Behold, I am Jesus Christ. I am the Father and the Son. In me shall all mankind have life, and that eternally, even they who shall believe on my name, the semicolon, and they shall become my sons and daughters. Those who believe on his name. Those are the ones who become his sons and his daughters. Remember that Jesus Christ is the one speaking. And never have I showed myself unto man whom I have created, comma, for never has man believed in me as thou hast, period. Seest thou that ye are created after mine own image? Question mark. Yea, even all men were created in the beginning after mine own image. Behold, this body which ye now behold is the body of my spirit, and man have I created after the body of my spirit. And even as I appear unto thee to be in the spirit, will I appear unto my people in the flesh. Okay, I'm going to have to read that one again. That's 16. We're in the Book of Mormon and the Book of Ether. 3rd chapter. Starting on the 16th. I just did the 16th verse. Behold, this body which ye now behold is the body of my spirit. And man have I created after the body of my spirit. And even as I appear unto thee to be in the spirit, will I appear unto my people in the flesh. And now as I, Moroni, said I could not make a full account of these things which are written, therefore it sufficeth me to say that Jesus showed himself unto this man in the spirit, even after the manner and in the likeness of the same body, even as he showed himself unto the Nephites. And he ministered unto him even as he ministered unto the Nephites. And all this, that this man might know that he was God, because of the many great works which the Lord had shown unto him. And because of the knowledge of this man, he could not be kept from beholding within the veil. And he saw the finger of Jesus, which, when he saw, he fell with fear. For he knew that it was the finger of the Lord. And he had faith no longer, for he knew nothing doubting. Wherefore, having this perfect knowledge of God, he could not be kept from within the veil. Therefore he saw Jesus, and he did minister unto him. And it came to pass that the Lord said unto the brother of Jared, Behold, thou shalt not suffer these things which ye have seen and heard go forth unto the world. until the time cometh that I shall glorify my name in the flesh. Wherefore ye shall treasure up the things which ye have seen and heard, and show it to no man. And behold, when ye shall come unto me, ye shall write them and shall seal them up, that no one can interpret them, for ye shall write them in a language that they cannot be read. And behold, these 2 stones will I give unto thee, and ye shall seal them up also with the things which ye shall write. For behold, the language which ye shall write I have confounded. Wherefore I will cause in mine own due time that these stones shall magnify to the eyes of men these things which ye shall write. You guys understand that? What I'm telling you right there? That those 2 stones are like the Urim and Thummim, and they're for translating this particular record. They're going to be sealed up with this record, and then there's going to come a time when they're found, and then there's someone that these people who found it know of, that has the gift of being a seer. But the tool, the Urim and Thummim for that record, was with that record. It was made specifically for that record. I'm not sure if it will go on to other languages, but it was made specific for that one. And it was put in, it was encased in it so that someone with the gift could translate it. You have to have the power too, see? Doesn't that sound cool? Have the power. Power to the love people. Okay, so where was I? For behold, the language which ye shall write I have confounded. Wherefore I will cause in mine own due time that these stones shall magnify to the eyes of men these things which ye shall write. Okay, that's where I stopped, I think. But the point is, people, it's real special that we have this. That was sealed up until a time that we can have it. And that time is now. And when the Lord had said these words, he showed unto the brother of Jared all the inhabitants of the earth, which had been, and also all that would be, and be withheld, and he withheld them not from his sight, even unto the ends of the earth. For he had said unto him in times before, that if he would believe in him, that he could show unto him all things, it should be shown unto him. Therefore the Lord could not withhold anything from him, for he knew that the Lord could show him all things. And the Lord said unto him, write these things, and seal them up, and I will show them in mine own due time unto the children of men. And it came to pass that the Lord commanded him that he should seal up the 2 stones which he had received, and show them not unto the Lord, until the Lord should show them unto the children of men. Okay, I messed that last verse up. I'm going to do it again. And it came to pass that the Lord commanded him that he should seal up the 2 stones which he had received, and show them not, until the Lord should show them unto the children of men. Because that's the end of chapter 3. I should have went back and started at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure I read down to that on the last video. You guys really, if you don't have it already, you need to get the app. It's called Gospel Library. And the app looks like it's blue and it's got like a white Christus. But you know, it's little. Anyway, you click on that or tap on that. And then there's some books at the bottom of the page. Tap on that. And then you can choose what books you want to read from or have read to you. It has the Old Testament and the New Testament, the Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ. It's got the Pearl of Great Price, and it's got the Doctrine and Covenants. My voice gives out on me, sorry. Anyway, I'm just going to stop there. But it does say, so I went back up to the top. I wonder if I did read that or not. I don't remember doing that. I know. Okay, so the synopsis. The brother of Jared sees the finger of the Lord as he touches 16 stones. Christ shows his spirit body to the brother of Jared. Those who have a perfect knowledge cannot be kept from within the veil. Interpreters are provided to bring the Jaredite record to light. So that's pretty cool. I don't remember telling you guys about that part, except that I did read this a long time ago. Okay, I don't want to read it. I probably ought to. The brother of Jared was in with the Lord. He prayed to the Lord. And I guess he had such great faith. That's what they were just talking about. He had such great faith that he saw the finger of the Lord. And why would he see the finger of the Lord? What was the purpose of all that? That's why I'm wondering if I should read that, but I think I have to read the chapter before that. So you guys need to go and check out Ether. You could put in there Ether, read by Lou, on Lou's Touch. Okay, so Ether is E-T-H-E-R. Read by Lou. See, I got confused with that. Read or read. You can pronounce it either way. Kind of weird. Nevertheless, okay, so Ether, read by Lou, on Lou's Touch. And then they, whatever, how many ever chapters there are, they should show up. Pretty cool. It's really neat. See, the reason I came to Ether, I was talking to you guys about the fact that was Jesus Christ's spirit body. And he said in these scriptures that he was going to look exactly the same. I need to go find some food to eat. For reals. I boiled some eggs, so I think I'm going to go have a couple of those eggs with some pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt's good for you. I don't know if it's better if you dissolve it or not. Maybe it... I don't know why they did that, but they were saying to put pink Himalayan salt in a jar with hot water and have it dissolve. Try to get it dissolved. And then you take a teaspoon of the liquid. You'll stir it up and take a teaspoon of the liquid to season your food. But I don't know why you couldn't just season your food with it and have it work, unless you have to have it dissolved. But I think it would. I've got finely ground pink Himalayan salt, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to use it that way. Alright, so I've had my ivermectin, and I did talk about something good, and then I also read a scripture. It just was incomplete. I'm sorry, because I think I already read the other part the other day, and then before that, a year ago, I probably read it. So, if you want to see that, look it up. Lose Touch, always LOU' space TOUCH. You never know what you'll get stirred to if you just put it in without that. It's interesting. There's other people out there with my name. That's what I started to say earlier. You would not think that Mary Lou would be a prominent name, but I was at the doctor's office the other day, and they called for a Mary Lou, but it wasn't for me. Like, unusual, but there was two of us in the same office at the same time. Anyway, it is unusual. It's not the same as like David or Tom or... I think there are a lot of Marys, but I don't know about Mary Lou's, you know. But we all did move west, right? We didn't stay back there in the east. However, I've come back to the east. I'm gonna go get something to eat. You guys take care. Love you.